Coming up on SUTV News, we will talk about the new issue of the University Journal.
And an axe throwing competition at SUU. Stay tuned. Welcome to SUTV News. I'm Jesse Anderson.
And I'm Cole Hunt. The Southern Utah University Hockey Club members are continuing to be involved in the community. On November 21st, they helped set the ice rink at the Cedar City Aquatic Center. Hockey Club President Sam Crittenden made a commitment to serve the community, which is something he passes on to his teammates. This year, the hockey club helped the university sell programs at football games and pick up trash around town to help make the community a cleaner place. Crittenden and the rest of the hockey club battled the blistering cold and snow 2 weeks ago. This helped the community partake in winter sports by helping put together the ice rink and paint the blue and red lines on the ice, a tradition the club has done for 3 years.
It's hard to say that we're better than any other club because all the clubs are so amazing, but one thing that our club does that's fairly unique is just being involved with the community as far as actually making the ice that we play on, being directly involved with that organization, and just providing an opportunity to people here in Cedar City and on SUU campus that they probably otherwise wouldn't have. I mean, this isn't really a hockey community per se, so to be able to bring that opportunity to people is pretty special.
The University Journal team is excited for students to start reading their latest edition. The most recent University Journal is titled No. In this edition, the editorial team discusses many heavy topics, including suicide, mental health, sexual assault, and much more. Through this issue, the University Journal team is trying to make sure that students are accepted at SUU and know about the available resources to help them.
Before here at the Journal. So the main article and what's printed on the cover is about sexual assault. So the main article in the magazine is called No is a Complete Sentence, and it's 3 accounts of sexual assault from students here at SUU. And so that was kind of what started everything. We started with that idea, and then we just decided, why don't we just base a whole article on mental health and being aware of the issues that go on campus here. So along with sexual assault, we talked about depression, anxiety, suicide, what else? Eating disorders, just it's a whole lot of kind of scary things that I think we wanted to bring to light, because I think often we think like, oh, these things happen outside of the world, but they're happening here on our campus, especially things like sexual assault. Like, it's happening a lot on our campus. It's just something we don't really talk about that often. So yeah, we hope that people are reading it and being aware of the issues around them.
Southern Utah University will host the last student recital at 12 p.m. on December 6th in the Thorley Music Recital Hall. SUU faculty, staff, and students are free with a valid SUU ID card. The concert is also open to the public for free. This concert is happening after the Piano Monster concert, which was hosted on December 3rd at the Heritage Center Theater. Ticket prices for this concert are $6 for adults and $3 for children. The Piano Monster concert performers consist of more than 50 members from both music majors and many non-music majors from SUU and community. There were more than 20 children that participated in this concert. The Piano Monster concert has 13 programs total, including Gallup March, What Can I Share, and In the Hall of the Mountain King, among others. The SUU Music Masterwork series will continue until December 6th.
That's a really impressive concert.
Is very impressive, and I admire the children for participating in it. I would never do something like that.
Yeah, it's really cool. I almost participated in one, but glad I didn't. It would be very nerve-wracking. And up next, we will talk about Friendsgiving on SUU.
Stay tuned.
What do you think it would be like to teach? Chances are, you have no idea.
Everybody look
Teachers today are breaking down obstacles, finding innovative ways to instill old lessons, proving that greatness can be found in everyday places, and that you don't need to be famous to be unforgettable. That's what it's like to teach.
You know what, guys? There's a lot of tree branches and dry brush over here. We should probably move the bonfire over there.
I'm guessing Smokey liked that idea.
Students at Southern Utah University are celebrating Friendsgiving here in Cedar City with fellow students due to crazy work schedules, recent extreme snowstorms, and 2 long drives home. Friendsgiving is a common tradition where college students celebrate Thanksgiving with their roommates, friends, teammates, and classmates to comfort each other through the recent harsh weather and longing for being home for the holidays. Friendsgiving allows parents of students to worry less about their children and their safety over the holidays. It also gives students the opportunity to form new connections and create closer bonds with friends over the dinner table.
Students are still raving after SUU's Student Programming Board threw an axe throwing party on November 22nd. The event included axe throwing, tire flipping, tug of war, free food, and tons of other games. It was encouraged to wear any kind of flannel. Instructors were there to teach how to safely throw the axes and have the best chance of getting them to hit their targets. Safety precautions were taken to ensure no harm came to the participants or the facilities being used. The event was also free, something that the SUU SPP wanted to do to help students de-stress before finals week.
So tonight was a good way to let students let off some steam, kind of get more active before finals, get out of the house. At this point in the semester, everyone's kind of stuck in their dorm room and everyone's sad, so we wanted to just kind of bring some energy back to campus and give them something unique to do that we've never done before.
Our reporter, Keenan Coles, was able to go behind the scenes and get a look on how SUU's theater students achieve their makeup looks seen on stage.
As a theater student at SU, students prepare and expand a needed skill set on and off the stage for a production. In Makeup for the Actor, a class taught to provide students with techniques on makeup and to look professional with any role, the class does just that.
As an actor, you are often required to do your own makeup, and very rarely, even in professional theaters, are you given a makeup design.
Students equip themselves with all the tools they need to succeed in the class, from brushes to brand name makeup kits, to bring their character of the day to life. With every character, there's an actor willing to give everything they have into making their role believable and theirs, all to give to the audience on performance day.
For me, one of the things that helps the most to getting in character is my costume and makeup. So I think that getting a good makeup design and really applying that to your face and making yourself look like the character you envision is really helpful in creating an authentic experience.
Makeup for the Actor provides an experience for the actors to become and feel more professional for when they graduate, giving them a foundation to build a character within themselves. Some of the students also taking the course say they can grasp a lot more to method acting with their brushes, having knowledge on makeup and how to apply it themselves.
I feel like I can do more artistic things with my makeup than I could before, so that's cool.
I'm Keenan Coles with SUTV News.
That's really impressive how the theater kids can do all of the makeup like that.
Oh yes, they are very talented. And I feel like it would be hard to do all that. They're very creative with the makeup too.
Yeah, most definitely. They are very impressive. I don't know if I'm cut out for that kind of makeup work.
Speaking of cut, have you ever tried axe throwing?
No, I haven't. Have you?
I have. You should try.
Dang, that sounds awesome. Did you go to the event on the other day?
I did. Flannel night. It was pretty fun, and axe throwing is pretty hard. So.
Yeah, I imagine. It looks really, really hard. Probably takes a lot of upper body strength. So, Luke, what do we have coming up next in sports?
Coming up on SUTV Sports, we've got a recap of SU women's basketball. Don't go anywhere.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. But it's always the same basket, and it's always in the same place. And then she acts so surprised when I find them, but, she's putting them in the same basket. Again. It's like, hello, that's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
The average text takes your eyes off the road for nearly 5 seconds.
Welcome to SUTV Sports. I'm Luc Verschuren. The Southern Utah women's basketball team picked up yet another home win Tuesday afternoon, defeating Oral Roberts University 72-58. The T-Birds moved to 3-0 at home and 4-2 overall on the season, their best start of the season since 2014-2015. Rebecca Cardenas led the Thunderbirds in scoring with 17 points and set a new season high with a solid 8 assists. Harley Hansen followed up with 14 points and Claudia Amado set a new career high with 11 points. Shaylin Fano dominated the game with rebounds, picking up 7 on the day. Ashley Larson set a new career high in blocks with 4. The game started out as a tight contest, as neither team led by more than 4 points throughout the first quarter, and the score tied 4 times in the first 10 minutes of the game. The two teams went into the second quarter tied 16-16. The T-Birds used the second quarter to pull away from the Golden Eagles by shooting a whopping 82% from the floor. They put together a 14-0 run and closed out the half on the buzzer-beating three-pointer from Harley Hansen. The Lady T-Birds led at the break 38-24. The teams played a pretty equal second half, with each scoring 34 points, but the Golden Eagles were never able to break the Thunderbirds, led down to the single digits.
Can you talk about how good you guys have been playing at home so far when you consider the way you ended last year? Do you see the improvements carrying over from last year to this year, or what improvements stand out to you the most?
I mean, for sure defensively. Like last year, I feel like we had a lot more hiccups. Like we weren't following the game plan as we were supposed to, and if we would have, we probably would have won those games. So I think this year we're noticing hey, we listen to what our coaches tell us to do. It's gonna work out, and if we play our game.
Lady Thunderbirds will host UC Irvine tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. inside the America First Event Center. International students are able to experience several new things while attending SUU, and going to an NBA game is one of the many opportunities available. Our reporter Carlotta Busquets has the story of some international students attending a Utah Jazz game from a couple of weeks ago.
Last Friday, on the 8th of November, there was an NBA basketball match on Salt Lake City, the Utah Jazz against the Milwaukee Bucks. Some international students from SUU that regularly follow basketball at home went to experience what it's like to attend live at an NBA match.
Yes, I like it. I haven't played it for a long time, just last few months, but I really like it.
Because I think it's a very spectacular sport where a lot of things happen.
The game started with the Utah Jazz on the top, but at the second quarter, the game changed and the Milwaukee Bucks took the lead. The second part of the game could really have ended as a tie, But at the last second, Bogdanovic hit 3 points at buzzer and the Utah Jazz won the Bucks 103-100.
I thought it was really fun. It was way more entertainment than I thought it would be. The atmosphere was really good.
It was very boring in the first quarter, but in the second, third, and fourth they played really, really good. And in the end, they had the buzzer beater to win. So it was really spectacular and nice to see.
Even though they are not hardcore Utah Jazz fans, they really enjoyed being able to see them play live.
And I'm not a particular fan of one team. I just like a lot of single players, you know what I mean?
No, I follow the NBA.
This one is the first that I saw in real life. I watch it a lot on the internet or television, but not in real life.
I follow it online every day on YouTube highlights.
Because in the Netherlands, the level of basketball is really bad, and yeah, it's the first time I saw one in America.
For SUTVNews, this is Carlota.
SUU is full of people who love to stay active and have found interesting ways to do so. Our reporter Anna Escribano was able to catch up with the boxing club on campus to see how students stay active with them.
SUU has officially started a new school sports team, the SUU Boxing Club.
As you can see behind me, right now we got around 30, 35, but usually the club is full of 50, which is amazing.
We attended their first official practice this past Tuesday at 8 p.m. on the 3rd floor of the PA building.
Mainly right now I was working on mid stuff today, just working on form, getting them used to the numbers and stuff of which punches to throw and everything.
What do I teach? Basically this is the mixed martial arts club and boxing club, I guess, mixed together. And right now we're teaching how to box, simple jab, rotations, you know, and even kicks and cardio.
They normally meet 3 times a week, on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays.
So usually it lasts like an hour, hour and a half, but today, since it's the first day of the week, we're trying to go 2 to get everybody in there.
Their classes are completely free and they teach all levels. If you are interested and you want to know more about them, feel free to follow them on social media at SUU Boxing Club.
Me, I've been doing it with these guys for almost a year now. I'm still new to it myself, but with them I learned pretty quickly.
There's no fee when you join. Everything's free and everybody's welcome. We advertise on Twitter, if you guys know what that is, and Instagram. And we have every member posted, or most of the leaders in the club posted. And we advertise with posters around school too. So that's about everything with the club, yeah?
For SUTV, this is Anna.
That's all I've got for you today. For SUTV, I'm Luc Verschuren. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks for the update, Luke.
A boxing club, that's pretty interesting.
Yeah, that seems like a really awesome club to join.
Have you ever done any sort of mixed martial arts or boxing?
No, only on the Wii.
That's about the most I've done too.
Yeah, hopefully sometime we'll actually get along to doing it in real life.
Up next, we'll talk about an SUU magic show.
Don't go anywhere.
Looks like it's done.
Don't let salmonella get funky with your chicken. On average, 1 in 6 Americans will get a foodborne illness this year. You can't see these microbes, but they might be there. So learn the right temperature to cook each type of meat. Keep your family safe at foodsafety.gov.
Good.
Homemade noodles. Oh. Marty, stop it. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. It reminds me, I've been thinking maybe we should try a new form of birth control. I heard about this one, it's called the IUD, intrauterine device. Or we could try the patch on your arm. Actually, I think that one goes in your butt.
Bedsider.org has birth control information and a lot more. And it's...
What do you think, though? Arm of the butt.
Students in the community are learning some new tricks thanks to SUU's community classes. Our reporter, Jeff Mullins, has the story.
Is that the middle? Everyone agree?
When it comes to entertainment, there's nothing quite as magical as, well, magic. And here at Cedar North Elementary, that's exactly what some families are able to learn. Sponsored by the Office of Community and Academic Enrichment, the Magic Tricks and Other Magical Secrets class aims to provide parents and children with the ability to learn the beginning steps to becoming a magician. For 2 hours each Tuesday, the students and parents have the ability to practice old tricks learned from previous sessions, while also beginning to master new ones, all under the guidance of a professional magician.
Practice, practice, more practice before you try to do it in front of anyone. Because practice makes perfect, as they say.
While also having been a lifelong teacher, Lynn Craven is a member of the world-famous Magic Castle, located in Hollywood, California. His passion for everything magical began as a child when his father would teach him new magic tricks after returning home from the military, and so this inspired him to incorporate magic into his lesson. Each magic lesson, the students are given the opportunity to showcase their talents in front of the class. Over the course of the 4-week session, the children are hoping to master the tricks in time for their performance at the Fall Showcase. The Fall Showcase is being presented by the Southern Utah University Community Education classes and goes on from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. at the Great Hall in the Hunter Conference Center. There are family-friendly entertainment such as a free concert by the Cedar City Community Band, community artwork being showcased, and, of course, magical performances by the students can be observed. Be sure to stop on by and witness these students show off their newfound magic skills. For SUTV News, I'm Jeff Mullins.
Pretty impressive magic. On another note, Luke, have you ever been to a basketball game, like a professional one?
I did once. Yeah, like the other people said in the basketball clip, I'm also from Netherlands, so basketball in our country is so little, like it's not even big, we don't really have a good team. So I went a few weeks ago with a few friends and it was awesome. Like the stadium, everything is so big. Like every quarter there's like shows in between. It's not even only a match, it's just an experience in general. And you? Did you go to the basketball game?
I have been to some basketball games at the Jazz. It's really cool how they have everything. It's just amazing. And thank you all for tuning in. That's all we have for you. I'm Jesse Anderson.
I'm Luc Verschuren.
And I'm Cole Hunt. Be sure to tune in at 4 for more news on SUTV.